So like I thought it would be smarter to start this video with like some makeup on so y'all didn't see like my naked face immediately and be like, ma'am, no. Today I'm be doing a little 2019 recap. I put a poll up on my community tab on YouTube. If y'all want to check it out, you should. I put polls up there all the time. Post feedback, new videos. If I'm ever gone for a period of time, it's explained up there. But y'all said you want to see a 2019 recap before you saw a 2020 like goals, resolutions, aspirations kind of thing. Whoa, I just said aspirations because I've been watching Sims videos. That's what's on my mind. I am going to start putting some makeup on and kind of go through like the months, my Instagram, what I did in 2019, my highs, my lows, my thoughts, my opinion, things like that. So if you want to hear like all my bits and pieces of my 2019, this is the video for you. Also, I mentioned this later, but if you are an alumni watching this and you're really nervous and you're preparing for your phone interview, I'll have a tip video on that probably tomorrow. So subscribe, throw me a like, that is coming out. Now, cut to me looking naked. Not like that, face wise. Y'all know what I mean, okay? Wow, this is truly a look. First one of 2020, kids. Wow, look at all my boys in the back there. They're doing amazing. So 2019 was a weird year for me. The first like 3 quarters, I would say, of 2019 were amazing, fantastic, loved it, good times all around. The last quarter of 2019 really tested me. I thought I would just do like this very casually, kind of go through my, I don't want to do ups and downs because I don't really want to talk about like the not great things about the year, but mostly my positives, starting from the beginning of the year. January, I started off the year right. Your girl went to Disneyland. My favorite thing, personally, about like every January, my skin is also very broken out now. So let's all just politely ignore that. It is so dry where I have moved to that my skin hates me. Where I work, we are a resort, so we're open 24 hours a day. So we can't really do like construction and things like that during the day because there's guests in the hotel. Where normally places close and like Disney does stuff overnight. We can't do that. So what we do is every January we close for 2 weeks, and closure starts on Monday for me. So that's really exciting. But closure is the best. We all love it up front because I still get my regular hours, but my hours are better because normally I work kind of like sporadic hours. But during closure, we pretty much only work like 9 to 5, which is the best. At the end of closure, I went to Disneyland with my roommate, Steph. I really don't think I put up any videos from that. I filmed like bits and pieces, but honestly, like, I feel like if you do YouTube, you know how there's some people that just like to be on video more and are like more comfortable on camera, and some people that just like your vibe translates well to film. I feel like me and Jamie, like our humor and the way that we interact with each other like translates and makes sense on film because she's very like loud and out there and not ashamed of anything. But Steph is a lot like quieter and more shy and reserved, so I didn't really vlog on that trip, but we got lots of photos, posted lots of stuff. It was super fun. I met a bunch of new people. I can't believe this was only a year ago because I feel like this was a billion years ago. Mike, who was a Shop Harbor Ball, which my Hurry Back hoodie, which he's in my closet right now, is from, I met him on that trip, so that was super fun. I love Disneyland. If you do not know, a lot of people know me from Disney World, obviously, because that's where I did my programs, but through and through I am a Disneyland person. I was a pass holder at Disneyland for years before I even went to Disney World. I didn't go to Disney World at all until my 2018 program, so Disneyland's kind of like my place. I love that park so much. February, oh yeah, also in the middle of that I had my phone interview for my 2019 program, which obviously messed up. They didn't call me. Oh yeah, I also flew to Vancouver and stayed at like a really fancy hotel with my friend Nicole. Yeah, my phone interview was really messed up and I ended up having a phone interview in the hotel at Disneyland, so that was an experience. February, the only real big thing is obviously we got our acceptances to the program, and I was thrilled. I have videos of that. I have videos of my role reveal. Obviously it worked out for me. I got my top role, top perk, living the dream, MK character attendant, living my best entertainment life. But yeah, that was really fun. March I didn't do much. Honestly, my whole spring was just me trying to save money for my program. So March and April I really didn't do a lot. In May I moved to Walt Disney World again. I didn't want my sponge, so I'll be right back. May I obviously moved, which was amazing. This year I felt a little bit more nervous. I didn't know anyone and I'd never been to Disney World before my 2018 program, but I'd linked up with a larger group of girls, so I felt like I knew people in that sense, you know what I mean? But this year I really felt like I didn't know anyone. Most of the alumni, I feel like from 2018 didn't do another program. Obviously, as y'all have seen from those vlogs, when I got into my apartment, Jamie was there, Jamie and Taylor. I knew of Jamie and we had talked like literally twice before the program, but we didn't actually know each other, and we like definitely weren't friends on our 2018 program. I also met my Americans. Y'all have seen them, you know them, we love them. Casey and Kaylee, I miss those girls. They're so sweet. We were super worried about getting like terrible American roommates because no shade to DCP people, but the Americans are kind of the worst. So we were nervous about that, but they were amazing. They were awesome. I love those idiots so much. Moved in. I didn't actually start work until June. I did training in May, but training for attendance is like really long and complicated, and you do like days at the entertainment offices and then days in Epcot, and then you do like your park orientation, and then you do Core Plus, which is like your park orientation as an attendant. Like it's a lot. So I didn't actually start working till June, and then in June I had my first shift, and my first shift was with the Rats in Town Square. Minnie and Mickey were still meeting together my entire program, which I thought was amazing. I love those outfits. I'm so glad they met together. It made interactions go by like pretty quickly and smoothly, and there's a lot less like awkward moments, and like, I don't know, with having two characters sometimes is daunting in the sense that there's more going on and there's more you need to watch for, but I feel like it also makes interactions go by easier a lot of the time because, well, one character is signing a book, the other one can be like interacting with the guests. There's less awkward pauses while they're doing things like signing and stuff like that. I didn't love Town Square, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm glad it was my first shift because it was like a really controlled environment in the sense that you have like a loader where, if you don't know, like some locations you're just thrown out there, like Thoughtful Spot you're just like thrown out there, or Wandering Characters are just thrown out there, where Town Square you like have a loader who loads guests into where the characters are with you, so it's easier that way. I went to Flower and Garden. That was fun. Like I like Food and Wine, but like Flower and Garden's the most superior festival, let's be honest. Also, Food and Wine at DCA freaking slaps compared to Food and Wine at Epcot, which is like the most unpopular opinion, but like it's not wrong. I started working with a bunch of other characters. I think one of my first weeks, I wish I had photos of like my schedules in my first couple weeks, but I had Princess Fairytale Hall, so I worked with Rapunzel and Tiana, which was fun because Rapunzel is like one of my favorite princesses. In June I worked my first Thoughtful Spot shift. Here this is June 13th. And if y'all do not know, that shift that turned into my favorite location. I was in like a full-blown love affair with Thoughtful Spot. Oh my god, I love that location so much. It was my #1. I would literally die for Pooh Bear and Tigger. And I also got to do Sunrise Yoga again, where if you do not know, that is a cast exclusive event. I have a vlog up on it. You can watch that, but they open Magic Kingdom super early, like 4 in the morning early, and they do it on International Yoga Day, and they bring in instructors, and you like lay on these little towels, and you do that. You do sunrise yoga. You do yoga as the sun rises over Cinderella Castle in Magic Kingdom. It's like really stressful getting there, but it's like low-key super magical, and I am so grateful I got to do it. If you are doing a program that goes over the summer, like the one thing that I recommend doing is sunrise yoga if you can. It's an amazing experience. This was also the month that my beloved roommate Taylor self-termed. I also have a video of her last day to check out, but she was super sweet. I still talk to her like every day too. So I feel like these people are just like my people. Like, I still talk to all of them. June, I also discovered one of my other favorite locations. I worked at Be Our Guest. And funnily enough, I didn't know who was working and ended up working with a Canadian performer that I didn't even know was a performer. So that was fun. And then on to July, which started off with a bang with Canada Day. Canada Day, as always, we spent it in Epcot. We went to the Canadian Pavilion. It was before they had closed the attraction, so we all went and saw Oh Canada. Rest in peace, Martin Short. He's dead now. He's not dead, but like the attraction is dead. So I think I tried to vlog that day, and then I just day drank instead, so y'all aren't gonna get that video, sorry. Canada Day is always fun. Even if I don't like love all the Canadians and get along with all the Canadians, we all come together to aggressively sing our anthem, and the people from Quebec sing in French and we all are confused because we don't know what they're talking about. So 4th of July, I went and saw the 4th of July fireworks at Magic Kingdom. They were insane, but like honestly not as good as I expected. Last year I didn't see any of them, so this year I was like, I'm going to at least see the Magic Kingdom fireworks, and then I thought they were just mediocre. My eyebrows like look bad today. July, I started my real love affair with my 100 Acre Friends. If y'all do not know, like, I was not a Pooh and Tigger fan before this program. You can tell I am now. But I really have to thank those characters. I can't say much more without destroying character integrity. But I just had some like really good experiences with those characters. I met some amazing individuals working both Thoughtful Spot and Crystal Palace, which is funny because a lot of people absolutely hate Crystal Palace. Nothing else really happened in July. Oh, I did work at Chef Mickey's. This is like one of my favorite photos for my program. Oh, we had Service Celebration in July. I also have a vlog of that, so you can go watch that video. We had Service Celebration, which is like essentially your little graduation from your Disney program. Super cute. We love the rats. It was insanely sweaty that day. That's literally all that I really remember. I also went to Beaches and Cream. I think I have video of that too. I'm just kind of like a bunch of videos. Also, I'll probably have my 2019 program playlist linked at the end of this video for you to watch. And then August, the big thing of August was obviously Galaxy's Edge. I was sad because I thought we weren't gonna get to do this because they never like promise cast previews. Cast previews are always cool, and like we did Toy Story the year before, they don't promise anything. I went as Abram's guest once and it was insane. It rained so much. It was super fun though. We got a bunch of cute photos of us looking like wet dogs. I do have video footage of that day, but it's on a memory card that's not with me right now. So one day that footage will go up. And then the rest of this month was essentially just like winding down to the end of my program. Oh my god, I got to see the Jonas Brothers in August. If you have been following me for a long time, y'all may know how I feel about the Jonas Brothers. I had 52 Jonas Brothers posters in my room when I was a preteen. I love the Jonas Brothers so much. So me and Jamie literally got like the most last tickets. They were dirt cheap, like 50 bucks. It was an insane deal. I still can't believe it happened. I have so many videos. I like laughed, I cried. I don't have words for how good that was.
Orlando, what's up? Welcome to the Happiness Begins tour, everybody.
Sing for me.
What song you want here?
Anything.
I'm hot.
You're cold. You go around like you know who I am, but you don't. You got me on my toes.
I like don't know what I want to do with my eyeshadow, and like I don't want this to be like an 89-minute video, so like I think I'm gonna go fix something and throw some eyeshadow on real quick. It's not gonna be anything fancy, so you're not gonna miss much, but I'm gonna go put something on my face and then I'll come back to you and talk about the rest of the year. Okay, we really just threw this together 'cause it's starting to get dark and I'm supposed to film another video after this, so like I don't know how this is gonna go, kiddos, but August, like I said, cast previews was a big one. A lot of my friends went home this month, which is really sad. We had 2 different move-in dates and they were like pretty far apart this year. So one of them was like really early May and mine was really late May. So my friends left and that was really sad. And then obviously my program ended, which was also really sad. So I got to work some of the Halloween parties, so that was really fun. I worked with Vampire Mickey. I also have like a whole video I'm gonna do about how I essentially got to be a VIP tour guide, and I just spent the whole night with this family like hanging out with them and getting to like meet characters and VIP parade viewing and stuff like that, so that was cool. I then worked my last shift, and my last shift was Chef Mickey's. It was a dinner shift. That is like one of my favorite shifts too. It's a long shift, it's an 11-hour shift, but you get like a huge break in the middle of the day, and honestly you barely work, and I love those characters so much. I got a bunch of really cute photos. My performers were so sweet that day. I like literally cried. I want to cry just like thinking about it right now, but it was amazing. I literally couldn't have asked for a better last shift or better people on that last shift. And then my program ended. Me and Jamie stayed for a little bit. I was planning on staying for, I think it was like 4 days, 5 days, something like that. We went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party where she went as Pooh and I went as Tigger, which is super fun. We met them and I didn't know I had friends working that were performers that night, so that was really, really cute. But I do have a vlog of Mickey's Not So Scary if you want to see that as well. We stayed at Port Orleans French Quarter, which is beautiful. I love that resort. I would 1000% stay again. It was amazing. And we just kind of like hung out. We went to DAC a lot. We just went to the parks. I have a lot of vlogs of those days, so if you want to see those videos, I have like vlogs of pretty much all of our last days, I feel like. And then I got stuck in a hurricane. So Hurricane Dorian came, the airports were literally closed. They closed MCO, they closed everything. We had to stay an extra 2 nights. Well, Jamie left earlier than me. I stayed an extra 2 nights at the resort by myself, which was kind of terrifying. But yeah, got stuck in a hurricane and then I came home. Womp womp, so sad. But I did come home to my old job, which I'm working now. It's where I'm living now. That's why I'm in this little room. But if you don't know, I work at a hotel in BC, Canada. We are big and fancy and covered in crystals, and I work in the spa. So I came back as a spa receptionist. That's what I was doing before. I do have a video where I talk about like a week in my life where I go over what I do, because I do a bunch of like random weird things like cryo, I freeze people, I post on Instagram sometimes. But I went back to that job. October was my birthday. I actually stayed where I worked, so that was super fun. I stayed with my friend Dale, who I also work with, who y'all have seen, and then also Maddie, who I used to work with and now she's on mat leave. She has the cutest baby in the entire world. Oh my god, I love her baby so much. But she came out and visited us, so that was super cute. We're back, and I think we were on October. I said I stayed at where I work at the resort. It was tons of fun. It was great times. Everything was good. So that's like all I did. That's all in October was I had my birthday. I went to work. Nothing very exciting. So sorry. I am the most boring human being ever. November, really nothing happened. November for me was just a lot of stress. This is like where my hair starts to go down. I don't really want to go into like insane details, but I previously talked to Disney about my costuming record. They said it was fine, and then they told me it wasn't fine, and then they said they would like re-review an application for a different position that I'd applied for because they said I didn't meet the requirements, which is how I found out I had a costuming issue. And then I spent like literally a month trying to fix this, and then I asked them to go look at it again, and then they essentially like refused, even though I showed them that previously it was fine, that they said they would review my application. It was a whole ordeal. Most of November was just me dealing with that and being stressed out, and it's still not working out in the end, which was just horrendously irritating for me to experience. December was the worst month of the year for me by far. My car broke down. I got a bunch of really bad news. I felt like I argued constantly with my mother, which is how I ended up here. But it was just the worst. I feel like I was paying so much money for this car that I don't care about. It's still not fixed. I'm still not supposed to drive it, even though I put $1,100 into it. So originally I had planned a Walt Disney World trip for January because I had a ticket to use up, so it was gonna be like so much fun. I was gonna do a solo trip in January. I was gonna like hang with my friends that still worked there. I was gonna see Rise of the Resistance, which just opened. I haven't seen Epcot Forever yet, so I was gonna see that show, and I was just gonna do like a week-long solo trip. I was really excited about it. I hadn't bought my ticket yet because I was like waiting to see flight prices. They were like fluctuating a bit, and then I got news about my car, and then I was like, the $1,700 that I had worked so hard to save up the past like 5 months that I'd been back all went into my car. So I honestly probably cried more in December than I did in the last like 2 years of my life. So that was fun. I did get a promotion. So that was like the first week of December. I got promoted. I am now our wellness coordinator, which means literally nothing to any of you, but I deal with rich people pretty much. So December was bad and I hated everything, and I moved out here, and that was it. So that was pretty much my 2019 summed up. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of highs, a couple of lows. I don't know how I feel about 2020, honestly. I love the concept of 2020, but I also just feel like I'm not in the best place right now for good things to happen. Like 2 months ago, I felt like really good and really optimistic about 2020, and I was like, things are gonna go great and it'll be awesome and I'll do all these amazing things and everything will be fantastic. And now I'm kind of just like trying to make it through. The upside, I guess you could say, is that Jamie, y'all know Jamie, lives in Calgary now, and she's there for a couple months. So I'm gonna try and make a trip out to Calgary. Brennan, who you guys have seen in vlogs too, Brennan lives in Edmonton. I don't know. I'm sure I can convince him to come to Calgary. And then Megan and Paige, who y'all have not seen in my videos, but you've seen in other people who vlogs videos. They live in Lethbridge, so I'm like maybe gonna try and get everyone together and do that trip. I'm also there with Jamie's co-op. I want to make her go to Disneyland because she's never been, and like I said, if y'all don't know, Disneyland is my home park, so I want to take Jamie to Disneyland. I think it'll be really fun for her to go for her first time. And then I also want to go back to Disneyland for my birthday, so I'm like, is 2020 the year that we bring back me being a Disneyland annual pass holder? I don't know. There's a few little positive things to look forward to in 2020, because otherwise this year seems like a dumpster fire. But yeah, that is it. I'm sorry this was so long, but my first video of 2020. Just a little 2019 recap. Y'all said you wanted to see this more than my 2020 goals, so here it is. I hope you enjoyed just like catching up with me. As always, all my links to everything are down below. All these photos and stuff I post on Instagram first, so follow me on Instagram. I'm there way more. Like I said, I'll have videos from this year linked below. On the end screen you'll see my playlist from all my 2019 vlogs, so that's where you're gonna see all the stuff go down. And please subscribe. Like I said, if we go back to Disneyland, we'll have Disneyland vlogs happening tomorrow. I'll be putting out my interview tips for phone interviews for DCP. I also do have one pre-filmed for in-person interviews, but I'm waiting for the in-person interviews to be announced to put that video up. Y'all did say you'd be interested in seeing a like planning series of me planning Jamie's first trip to Disneyland, so that'll be coming up. And I like vlog and do like lifestyle things. I'm trying out a bunch of stuff, so please subscribe. I am going to go hopefully take the last little bit of daylight here to film my 2020 like goals, resolutions, so that'll be up later too. But I'm gonna leave now and take a breather. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye.